Welcome everyone. This is the first Restore Awards 2022 live happening with our esteemed jury members. Every fortnight, we are going to bring you one jury member who is going to share their own perspective on the awards, the process of selecting the winner, and how you can benefit from participating and nominating yourself for the Restore Awards. Just to give you a recap, I am Rachna Chachi. I am one of the founders of the Restore Awards, and the purpose of the awards is to reward selfless warriors, healers, sustainability entrepreneurs, well-being chefs, and people who are impacting their community in getting healthy. The theme this year for the awards is mental and emotional well-being. This is a crying need today. We went through 2 years of the pandemic. We are in the third year, and it hasn't gone away. Life as we knew it has not gone back to normal, and the after effects, almost like PTSD, post traumatic stress disorders, are coming up. At Rashna Restores, with which is, we five women partners who are health and medical experts. We get cases every day for health issues which emanate from mental stress. So we are dedicating these awards, the 2022 awards, to mental well-being and recognizing and rewarding well-being heroes who work on the impact of mind-body healing. And today with me is our esteemed jury member, Dr. Taruna Madan Gupta. She is a scientist at the ICMR and a well-known immunologist. So I will welcome her right now. How are you, Dr. Taruna?
I'm all good. Thank you, Rachna. It's a pleasure.
आपके साथ तो वैसे ही बात करने में I feel very very happy and very blessed because you have been with us in this journey for a long time. 2019 se we have, you have supported and guided us so much. So tell us a
It's,
bit about your motivation as someone who is so busy to spare time for this non-profit cause.
I think, Rachna, as we all know, uh, expressing or showing your gratitude to people is your forte. And in fact, we are blessed to have you uh, amongst us, and you have transformed many lives. And in fact, you may not be even aware of the kind of impact the books that you have written are having, because there is a limit to the number of people that you can reach out to in person, but your books definitely reach out to millions and millions who don't even know you in person. So I think I we are blessed, me and my husband both, that we got in touch with you because of my husband's health. And then I think we had no looking back. We just went ahead holding each other's hand, you guiding mine and I helping you out with some of the understanding from the scientific perspective that I could give you. But I'm sure that, you are very accomplished, and you have done quite a lot of intensive studies in the area of nutrition and health, and that shows up, how people respond to when they are asked. For example, in the meetings also, I have met certain people that have been treated by you, and they are now leading normal lives. In fact, better than normal lives, I must say that. And I think Rachna restores की जगह Rachna magic होना चाहिए.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Dr. Taruna. But as they say, I am the messenger. अगर मुझे rheumatoid arthritis नहीं होता, in 2006, then I would have not got on to this path, and the Restore Awards would not never have been founded, because there is only, like you said, there's only so many people that you can impact with your healing or your books, and there are so many people like me who have suffered and are trying to make an impact. So we are trying to find those people and give them a platform to build their community. And like we have built our community, let this
Absolutely.
community of healing keep getting larger and larger.
Absolutely, Rachna. It's a trust building exercise. And in fact, it is giving others that platform that they need because they are also doing their bit for the society. And I must say that the nominees that we encountered in the last few award ceremonies since 2019, I have been associated with these awards. And what I find was that they have millions and millions of followers. They are no in no certain measures they are small bees or something like that. They are really really big, and your platform makes them even bigger and let them reach out to more people, and they are really doing very good work, very good social work. And there was so much to learn. I interacted with the other jury members, and I actually felt that I am completely in my lab and my science. And of course, we do clinical science, and I do encounter uh, doctors, a different kind of healers than you all are, but definitely all of you are healers. And we do encounter patients because we go for clinical samples, we do clinical research, but it is not to the extent that I find when I interact at your forum with people. And I feel that I have gained a lot. So the best thing I have learned is the empathy for people, understanding that you may think this is so simple, just follow the nutrition, what Rachna is guiding you. But not many people, Rachna, are even able to do that, you know. So it is very important that we create such forums where people come to know about your work, about others' work. And uh, these are media savvy days. And I must say that we scientists are absolutely isolated beings on this planet. But we must learn this from you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. On that point of yours about doctors, the one of the categories is the medical category. We work in as inclusivity is,
Absolutely.
being the word. Mind body healing cannot happen without medical science. It cannot happen without physical and emotional nutrition. It cannot happen without leaving our stress behind for mental well-being. So I'd just like to add over here to all those doctors and a big shout out who are focusing on the mind body healing and not just looking at giving pills and surgeries. And there are a lot of them.
Lot of them, lot of them. I will vouch for it. Lots of them, and many of my friends, of course, and they actually try to help patients. But many times, Rachna, that's why I say that your platform is very important because many times they don't even know where to send their patients for help.
Right,
They
right.
really want to help out their patients to have overall healing or a wholesome healing, but they don't know because they only are confined to their medical science. Whatever pharmacology they have learned, they will just practice that. They don't know beyond that where to reach out. And so your books and your platforms, your YouTube videos, everything is helping for you to reach out to people, to different types of healers, including doctors. Yes.
No, no, thank you so much. There is a shift every year that happens, which humbles us even more. So if you look at through the years, you were there in the on the jury meet last year too. This
Mm,
year we've got Dr. Anup Kumar. He's an MD, but he's the founder of Health Revolution. He's based in Washington D.C. Uh,
wonderful.
Again, a medical doctor who believes in mind-body healing. We've got Mihir Mahir, who is a physiotherapist, and he himself is an LGBTQI plus activist,
Wonderful.
and he's extremely open about his sexuality. He's gay, and he gives confidence, and he works towards the community's mental health issues because they get ostracized to such a huge extent. Then we've got Mr. Vijay Nalawala, founder Bipolar India. We've got Professor Dr. Raghu Raghavan. He is at the University of Leicester, looking after the mental health department. We have Abby, host Malad. She is a podcaster, health coach, and an eating disorder warrior. So she had anorexia and
I'm
bulimia
sure.
both. And today she talks about her body positivity. So,
Sure.
so amazing to see her, and and these people are spread across the world. It's not just an Indian jury.
Sure.
Then we've got Swati Parashar, who is head of marketing at Wipro IT. She came to me as a warrior struggling with weight, and she had been overweight since she can remember, since she was a teenager. So even after losing 30 plus kilos, even after losing 30 plus kilos, she is still facing that issue of body image. And I think there is some audio thing here. Can you hear me
Okay.
properly?
Yeah, I can. I can. Yes.
Okay, great. She's still struggling, because she still is traumatized emotionally
Mm.
about all the comments that people used to make about her,
I,
how she looked and everything. And when you see her, you cannot even believe it, because she's such a beautiful soul inside out. So,
true.
and then there is you. You are an immunologist, you're a scientist, you work with the ICMR, you are the spouse of a warrior who's also a scientist in his own right. So it's so wonderful to have such a diverse jury this year to help the nominees get confidence for a fair and just winning.
I'm really looking forward to meet all these wonderful people that you named as part of the jury panel, and so much more to learn for me. The most important thing I want to highlight here, as you said, uh, I, it's a very scientific thing that we need to understand. We think that everyone, all of us, because we are human beings, we are alike. There are no two alike people, not even the identical twins. Okay. So thinking that what you understand, I will understand the same thing the same way is absolutely non scientific, because our fingerprints are unique. We have to understand this. Since our fingerprints are unique, our mindsets are unique. So for some of your ideas, I will understand them because my mindset would be similar. But for some of your ideas, I will not be able to comprehend at all. Whatever be my knowledge base or whatever. Okay, knowledge base makes us more wiser, and it gives us a broader outlook, and experiences help you in understanding, interpreting things, but not at all. So the basic problem is when people are communicating with each other, they forget that the person who is sitting next to them is a very, very different person. So you have to really first understand what the other person is and which background they are coming from, and then only you can, communicate to them your ideas, go across to their mindset and influence them. Otherwise, it is just superficial. It just goes, you are saying things, and people just listen and then they forget about it. They don't even understand a bit of it.
Right.
So I think it is a very important thing when you want to change lives, to heal people. This is a very important concept to keep in mind, that the other person may not understand me the way I think they understand me.
Absolutely, so well said. Which is also why, Dr. Taruna, we have this diverse jury, because
Absolutely.
my perspective will be limited to what I do or how I treat. Yours is with your expertise, and so on and so forth. When we all come together, these minds create magic, and they uplift all the nominees and winners.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
as we say in spirituality, all these small minds, they become big mind when they are part of a big jury. So, we
absolutely.
are going to
Wonderful.
be part
Wonderful.
of a big mind.
No, no, very, very, very well said. I'll just take a minute to talk about the categories that we have. We have
Sure.
the well-being messenger, health messenger category, which
Okay.
is a health blogger, YouTuber, writer, or messenger who has
Hmm.
used online and offline platforms to spread the message of emotional well-being and mental
Sure.
health.
Sure.
Second, we have the category of mind body healer beyond boundaries,
Hmm.
which is, a complementary medicine therapist who has helped people or the community get healthier through mind body interventions.
Hmm.
Then we have Wellbeing Entrepreneur of the Year, which is path breaking work in emotional health, mental health, and
Excellent.
inclusivity. And then we have in the medical category a mind body champion, which is a
Hmm.
doctor, nurse, paramedic who has
Hmm.
gone beyond the call of duty and
Hmm.
championed mental and emotional health for their patients and the public.
Sure.
Then we have Wellbeing Social Enterprise, which is an organization that has touched the lives of their community or its employees in emotional well-being.
Hmm.
Then we've got this year a new category, Dr. Taruna, which is respect for animals as a
Oh,
category,
excellent.
which is
Actually,
which
animals are the best healers. I must tell you that.
absolutely, absolutely. We all know about the therapy dogs, right?
Yeah.
Who
Therapy
can
dogs,
heal.
therapy cats, even
Yes,
birds for that matter. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. So this is rescue and animal rights individuals or organizations.
Wonderful.
Then we've got sustainable product category. So any
Mm.
product that is organic, healthy, both for human beings and for the planet.
Okay.
We've got well-being health warrior beyond limits, a
Mm.
braveheart who has overcome a chronic illness against all odds. Something
Hmm.
like what Dr. Sanjeev and I are. We struggle
Mm.
with our autoimmune condition. I know a lot of
Absolutely.
cancer warriors who have done that. So the nominations that we are getting are very, very humbling in this category. um, we've got Wellbeing Chef of the Year, a chef who
Hmm.
has focused on healthy recipes or customizations for
Mm.
their clients. And I think I am the biggest bugger for chefs. I When I call, I always say no lime, lemon, vinegar, tomatoes, and they painstakingly do everything so that me as their customer remains healthy because they
Excellent.
understand my allergies and my food constraints. So anybody like that or anybody
Mm.
who is actually creating recipes for the well-being.
Mm. Mm.
Then the second new category we have this year is Inclusivity Vision Organization.
Mm.
So an organization which has strong gender and LGBTQI plus equal
Very nice.
policies and
Very
opportunities.
nice. Very
Then
nice.
then we've got Dignity for Planet Earth, which is an activist or individual or organization which has been working to spread awareness for saving the earth.
Mm.
And finally, of course, we have the RR Impact individual and organization category. So when all these categories, you all jury members will have the veto power and decide. The RR Impact individual organization is through the journey of spreading the message of emotional well-being, the quintet, which is the five of us at Rachna Restores, which is Aradhna, Palak, Prachi, Dr. Bhavna, and I. So the RR Impact Awards is for people who have been working behind the scenes, and we do know their work closely, but they need to be applauded and recognized. So these are
Absolutely.
the yeah. So these are the
Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And I must tell you, Rachna, since you mentioned chefs, so chefs have been so kind and considerate whenever we go out. In fact, at many times when we have gone to gone out for vacations, we carry our food products with us, and we give them and ask them to prepare. And we tell them the recipe, and they are so kind. They oblige us because I know that it is important. You know, we all have cheat days, I understand, but a vacation of a week becomes too much. It's
yes,
it's actually, if you're going out for vacation, you are spoiling your health and coming back,
yeah,
so you don't feel like going out. So what I do is I normally pack one full bag of the goodies as advised by you, all the almond flour and all the gluten free flours and everything. So, in fact, some people laugh at me that how rigid I have become. But I think I am making myself more flexible, my body more flexible, rather than, thinking that I should be following the norm. That is more rigid. I'm trying to open up and I'm trying to see that how my body can be helped. If you treat your body as a temple, I don't think so. You need to go and see God anywhere else. Your body is your
Yes.
temple. Just worship this because if this body is not there, you're not there. It's
Yes.
as simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So I think you one revelation I would like to make here that of course we came for Sanjeev's health, and we changed our diet. So not only he, I also changed my diet. Okay, because it was difficult. Two people, three people at home, and cooking different things for different people. So I was aware that I'm having some thyroid issue, but I was asymptomatic. I was managing it without any difficulty. And in 2018, I actually got examined myself for autoantibodies because I was having my TSH continuously on the higher side, more than 5, it was all the time. So the doctor advised me go and check yourself for autoantibodies. So 2018, I checked my autoantibodies, and he said they are so high. I don't know how you are managing asymptomatic. And I tell you, this is your diet that made me manage it. Although my body has a tendency to go towards autoimmunity, I would have become a patient after some time if you had not come into our lives and Sanjeev was not a patient. We would not have. I would have become a patient. So I have
You
prevented.
never.
Yeah, I
You will
have
never.
prevented that. I've
Yeah.
prevented that. So I'm so glad. And now when I check my antibodies, they're perfectly normal. I'm within normal range. My
Wonderful.
TSH is normal, and so many good things. But it has not happened overnight.
Yeah.
It has taken me years to come to this level. My first TSH level that was recorded was almost 10 years ago, and from that time onwards I've been monitoring it. And of course the diet helped me, and dairy free, gluten free has kept my inflammation levels in control, in check all the time.
No, no, that's wonderful. And I say this to everyone openly, whether they are patients I'm treating or people who just ask me, because of what I do, is that I can give a million diets, a million restrictions, a million tips to everyone, just like any doctor or any healer can. But it is up to the person to follow that journey and become, the responsibility and the commitment is your own. You will never heal if you do not commit to yourself to be healthy. So
Absolutely.
yes, so
Absolutely.
hats off. So coming
So
back to the awards,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dr. Taruna,
Yes, please.
we what is the so you saw the awards in the last year when you were the jury member for the Restore Awards. We did a
Right,
hybrid one.
right, right.
We did at ITC Grand Maratha, and
Yes,
we also broadcast live to 300,000 people.
absolutely. Yes.
And this year is going to, of course, be the broadcast, but it's a full-fledged even like it was in 2019, if you remember.
I'm
Uh,
so happy about that
yeah, yeah.
because
So
meeting people in person, and there is a vibe coming from them. They are doing such good work, and when they come and they share their stories, it is so enlightening. It is so good. Media is of course one of the ways we can do these things in the pandemic era, but definitely the energy that you get from people when you meet them in person
yes.
uh, has no alternative.
Yes, so some of the nominees who are going to be winners will be at the award ceremony this year. There were some even last year, but we are going to try and get everybody over this year. So
Absolutely. They travel from all over the
yes,
place. Of course, there were some international nominees also last
yes,
year,
yes,
and we connected with them virtually.
yes.
And I still remember a girl sharing her story. It was I think everyone had tears in their eyes when she was
Yes,
sharing her story
yes,
as a
yes.
warrior and now as a savior.
Yes, yes, totally, totally. And this year we are humbled every year that the kind of people we are getting who are doing impactful work, who have been through so much suffering, is
Mm,
only increasing because the impact of the Restore Awards is increasing every year. People are getting to
mm,
know
mm,
more about it. So, would you like to share the criteria from nomination to winner that the
mhm.
independent jury has so that they get confidence in the winning?
Absolutely. So I think your SOP, Rachna, has been very well laid out. So you guys had collected, if I remember very correctly, you can correct me in case I fuck somewhere. So you had done a session with all of us, a mock session, informing us the SOP that we will be given. And that was well in advance. I think almost a month ago you did that. And you told us that you will be sent the applications. It will be in a tabular format. You will have and there will be some criterias to judge these applications. Those criterias were written there in the table against each participant. And you had given, for example, how many likes they have, how many followers they have, what is the kind of work they are doing. So all those details in a very, very clear manner in the table format were given to us. And then we were supposed to mark each one of us independently to all these nominees in different categories. And the list was endless. In fact, I must tell you, it was maddening to see so many applications, but you gave us quite a bit of time to evaluate them at leisure. But we wanted to evaluate at least one category at one go so that we are not, and it was like back and forth, back and forth. You are viewing one category and then you recollect, oh, there was another person in that category also who had
Yes,
done
yes,
this. And
yes.
but it was great. And each one of us, when we had given the ratings for all the nominees, your team had compiled them very quickly, and the awards were announced on the basis of that ranking. And you had sent us that collective ranking for validation. So that was another important thing. I really appreciate the transparency and inclusivity, as you said, that of course there were some people who are really, really good, but in the list there are some people who have just come up and we want to encourage them. So I think it was overall a very balanced kind of system. I
Yes,
really appreciate.
thank you so much. I still remember that there was some, even when we sent the final scoring and we only tabulate on the basis of the scores and then total them, that's our contribution to
Yeah,
the jury's feedback on the nominees. There were some discussions even after that around because uh, there is there are so many good people doing so much impactful
absolutely.
work. And the biggest thing that you had talked about the five scoring criteria, so I'll just explain to everyone who is seeing
Sure,
this is
sure.
that your impact, whether it is to your community, it could be your building or your city, or the world is your stage. What is that impact which is there? One second, how much do you put into your mission statement?
Sure.
What is the passion that is driving you, and what is the unique impact that you are doing? And third is the consistency. Some
Absolutely.
people will start something, but they
Yeah,
will do it once in 6 months or once in 3 months. They'll do
sure.
something, but on a daily basis, when we see posts or on ground work, it doesn't just have to be social media handles, it can be on ground work, referrals. So on the basis of all that, the nominations are shortlisted, and
Absolutely.
then it is sent to the esteemed jury members like you, who finally give their scoring.
I think the most important is we try to evaluate, although these criterias are, I must say that they are not really, we cannot evaluate them. They are, I'm forgetting that word that we use. tangent, something like that. But the what I wanted to say is that we are trying to measure the level of commitment, their passion by these parameters, whatever we have designed. So these are tangible. I want to say the term tangible. So these are not very tangible things, but we
Right.
are trying to measure them. And I feel that when I had met the awardees in person, I was feeling very satisfied that although we had measured whatever was put in the table from whatever parameters we could use them to assess their commitment and their passion, it was good. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah. And the non-tangible to become tangible takes 7, 8 heads who are so,
True.
esteemed in their
It
own
is very
work
difficult.
and diverse. So they come together and then they make sense of the kind of work people are doing and the
Mm,
impact and so we are going to be putting the link below
mm,
this video
mm,
when you are watching, but the link is also available very simply on the homepage of our website, rachnarestores.com. That is RACHNARESTORES.com. So just go to rachnarestores.com. You will see the categories, you will see all the jury members, and you just have to click to the nomination form. Entry is absolutely free. Please nominate yourself or somebody who is a well-being hero and has touched your life positively. They deserve the recognition. The gala award ceremony is happening at Taj Lands End, a venue where I am currently also. So you would have seen someone in the background. And I would like to be very, very grateful to Tetle, which is our sponsor
wow,
for the awards, and also Radio City, who have been with us for the last 5 years.
that's right.
Every year, they are so committed to making the voice of the warrior and healer reach the entire country. So there are interviews starting on Radio City next week onwards
Mhm.
about the awards. So please, can you give a message, Dr. Taruna, to all the people to apply or nominate someone?
Absolutely. I think, Rachna, this is an opportunity for people who are reaching out to the community, and this way they can definitely broaden their horizon. And by sharing their stories, they motivate so many other fellow participants or awardees that are coming there. And of course, some of the jury panelists like us, they are also, we also gain that commitment from them. They are working in such difficult times, and they themselves are warriors. They themselves have so many limitations, and despite of that they are giving their best. And I think this is the energy that you carry from this kind of uh, I would not say that this is a competition or anything like that. This is a showcase, where you showcase your talents, and you get a platform to uh, uh, you get seen by other people, and you are able to portray your achievements, as well as your commitments grows more stronger on you once you get awarded. So I have seen people who get awarded actually go back with a very high level of enthusiasm, because after that we were seeing when after the award ceremony was over and we were doing that photo shoot, oh my god, it was crazy. Everyone was, oh ma'am, I want to have a photograph with you, and I want to have a photograph with you. You guys treat us like celebrities. We are nobodies, just normal people like you. But I think uh, this gathering gives you that confidence in humanity, that humanity, although we are all different, but we are all one at the same time. We are thinking about each other. We want to help out each other. We understand your thinking is different, my thinking is different, but one thinking is common, that we want to help each other.
Yes, very, very
That is
well
what
put.
makes us human.
Absolutely, very, very well put, Dr. Taruna. And it's like you rightly said, it's not just about winning. We have seen, from the previous years, even those who were nominated, somebody who has, let's say, 5,000 Instagram followers and is doing good work,
Mhm.
suddenly through this platform, just because they were nominated and they were showcased, because every week going forward now till December, we are going to be showcasing the work of the nominees individually, so their following went up, their impact went up, and their confidence level, their self-worth in reaching out to more people went up so much more. So it's not just the winners who won, it's also the nominees who won and will win again this year.
I agree with you, and some of them actually. One of my colleague had a child which was differently abled, and she was looking for a support. And then I shared some of the nominees' details with her, and she reached out to them. And I think it was
Yes.
another dimension to what I had not even perceived that will
Yes.
come out from this participation of mine at
Great.
Rachna
Great.
Restores.
Great. Wonderful.
So I think it's a very good platform, and you guys are doing wonderful work. And I'm sure, I don't know whether we should say humanity will remember you for ages, but I think the happiness that you get from that present moment is enough for all of us. We don't think of history, we don't think for future. We just be in that present moment, and it's absolutely a delicious moment, I must say that I taste every time when I'm at your events.
And that's how life should be, one delicious
Absolutely,
moment to the other that we go through.
absolutely,
Great.
absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Taruna, for coming here and for sparing the time to be part of the esteemed jury. And we are looking forward to the jury meets and also some heated discussions amongst the jury members on who should win. Um, for everyone out there who's watching this, please do apply. Like I said, this is your platform. You are the well-being hero, and your platform is going to be 300,000 people. You will also be invited to the gala award ceremony in Taj Lands in Mumbai, and there are a lot of gifts, hampers that you're going to get, and of course, there is your work that is going to be applauded by uh, lakhs of people across the world. Uh,
Absolutely.
it's wishing you
Because
on. Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Rachna. I just wanted to mention that all the nominees uh, should be mentioned in some platform that these people are nominated. So they may not be awardees, but all the nominees also should be showcased in some way to give them an opportunity. Yeah,
So here is a little known fact. The all the nominees are there on our website. We don't only
excellent.
just put the winners. We always
Yeah,
put the nominees as well,
absolutely.
because everybody is a winner who is
That's
doing
what I wanted
impactful work.
to clarify that point, that everyone gets a very fair chance of, since they are nominating themselves, they are taking pains to submit an application to you.
Yes.
They
Yes.
should be get rewarded. And Rachna Restores is known for giving away rewards in various forms. So I'm sure they will be getting rewarded some way or the other.
Thank you. And thank you for being here. Today, September 1st, we just had the first Visarjan in Mumbai. It's a great,
Yes,
very, very auspicious day to start the jury lives, and you have inaugurated it. So thank you for your time. And we will see you soon.
absolutely, absolutely. And I'm blessed. And